Hello, everybody. I'm Councilman Ron Raymaker. I've been honored to serve Shenandoah these past 10 years. Today, I want to share an important presentation with you called Protecting What Matters, Shenandoah, and Your Budget. Over my time, I've helped generate more than $5 million in savings while lowering taxes every year. I voted for every budget except two, my first year and this past year, because in both cases we could have done much better. I have nothing but respect for our staff, but my first duty is to you, the taxpayers. Policy can't be guided by personal feelings. Our decisions must be based solely on what is best for our residents. Leadership means remembering the money we spend is yours. Managing taxes and spending is job one. Otherwise, why are we even here? It's easy for council to go along to get along. That's not leadership. Real leadership shows when times get tough, like now. This past year, we saw our first tax increase in 20 years, and unless we take decisive action, the first of many. The budget is ultimately the mayor's responsibility, yet many on council haven't offered any savings, let alone supported ones that work. By last spring, the budget was clearly a mess, especially within law enforcement. Our officers were being poached by larger, better-funded agencies. We had no recruitment or retention plans. It was taking 9 months to replace an officer. I proposed a measure saving $70,000 a year by transitioning to hybrid police vehicles, a proven step already being used in Harris County. Yet the mayor and council refused to consider it or any other cost reductions. During budget workshop, I asked the chief directly if he could reduce costs to ease the burden on taxpayers. He said no, then put forward a plan increasing police cost by an average of $822,000 a year for the next 3 years. Acting within my authority, I began evaluating a potential solution to reduce law enforcement costs. Any change would require full council discussion, public input, and an interlocal agreement. Everything fully transparent. As part of that effort, I met with Sheriff Doolittle and Chief Deputy Zitzman. I requested confidentiality to avoid unnecessary anxiety within PD until we knew the proposal would provide benefit for our residents. The county pay parity study wrapped up around Labor Day, too late for this year's budget cycle. I was prepared and requested an executive session in October through our city attorney. When notified, surprisingly, the mayor immediately informed the police chief. Shortly afterward, PD issued a social media post built on findings not yet public. After a resident pointed out legal errors, the post was deleted. I was alarmed by the mayor's lack of discretion. Council sets policy, not PD, and there was no reason to cause unnecessary anxiety unless the mayor wanted to deny you a choice. Instead of having a rational council discussion, the mayor rejected it outright. Council has a duty of oversight. You deserve a choice. I care deeply about keeping Shenandoah both safe and financially sound. It's council's duty to explore whether partnering with the sheriff's office can help us achieve both. Let's begin by understanding our financial challenges, our general fund revenue, our law enforcement spending, and the percentage of general revenue being consumed by law enforcement. I don't want anyone to think this is in any way a reflection on the quality or dedication of our officers and staff. It's simply the economics of maintaining competitive pay, benefits, and staffing in a region and climate where agencies aggressively compete for talent. Shenandoah is facing a financial reality we simply can't ignore. Police expenses are rising faster than our revenue. Without corrective action, PD will soon consume nearly 70% of all tax dollars. The turning point was pay parity and rapidly escalating competitive pressures. During budget workshop, driven by new positions and pay parity, the chief rolled out a plan increasing police cost an average of $822,000 a year for the next 3 years. The regression model makes the trajectory clear. The math doesn't lie. We're on a path towards unavoidable choices. Property tax increases, service cuts, or both. This isn't merely a budget issue. It's a financial red flag. Many community priorities will go underfunded. A city can't function when one department crowds out everything else. To keep Shenandoah strong, safe, and financially stable, we must evaluate sustainable policing models, models that maintain excellent service while restoring long-term balance. Our challenge is to make difficult, responsible, and sustainable choices now. Let's speak plainly about the challenge we face. Small cities are being pushed harder every year to maintain an independent police force. Across our region, larger agencies offer higher pay, better benefits, and more career opportunities. Our trained officers get pulled away, no matter how committed they are to serving here. The consequences? Slower response times, case backlogs, and reduced community policing. That burden falls on the officers who remain, but even more on the residents who rely on fast, dependable public safety. Meanwhile, the financial strain grows. This isn't about the dedication of our officers. They serve us exceptionally. This issue is structure. Shenandoah's size and revenue mean we're in a regional pay race we simply can't win. And the data is unmistakable. Our current model costs more and delivers less. To protect Shenandoah's future, its finances, its services, and its public safety, we must act now. Not someday. Now. It's time to evaluate smarter, more efficient policing models. Models that keep excellent service without spiraling cost or shrinking services. Making responsible choices today ensures the Shenandoah we want for tomorrow. Let me recap this section. We're facing a financial reality we can't ignore. Our revenue is growing slowly while police costs are rising more than twice as fast. That gap widens every single year and no tax or fee increase, not even the proposed $305 trash fee, comes close to covering it. This isn't temporary. It's a structural problem. And if we don't deal with it now, every other city service, including staffing, will be forced to shrink just to keep up with one department's rising cost. We can't tax our way out of this. We can't fee our way out of this. And we certainly can't ignore our way out of this. To keep Shenandoah financially strong, we have to seriously consider new policing models, models that maintain the service we expect. The numbers leave no room for doubt. Now is the time to act. Now that you understand the problem, let's look at a solution. One solution stands out, both practically and financially: a partnership with the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office and the creation of Sheriff's District 7, bringing clear economies of scale, reduced overlapping expenses, and ensures consistent, reliable financial planning. It maintains strong service while putting us on a responsible, sustainable financial path, not just for today, but for the next generation of Shenandoah families. This slide shows both sheriff's options offer major savings. Option 1, a $2 million savings. Option 2, a $2.5 million savings. Overall, creating District 7 could reduce annual policing costs by either 36 or 44%. Partnering with the sheriff lets Shenandoah tap into county-wide economies of scale. With administrative and operational systems already in place, the city avoids duplicating the 16 functions listed on this slide. Again, reducing cost while still receiving consistent and comprehensive public safety service. These figures presented are preliminary estimates intended to guide the initial discussions about a potential interlocal agreement with the Sheriff's Office. They are not final, and they do not represent formal commitments. Final costs will depend on several negotiated factors, including asset transfers, startup cost, staffing levels, office space, transition timeline. All figures shown are directly from the sheriff and Shenandoah's budget. District 7 is tailored specifically for our city, with boundaries matching our city limits. This ensures all policing efforts remain fully focused within our community, now and in the future. Deputies assigned to District 7 serve Shenandoah exclusively, and are not shared with other areas. They will continue working from the same office space at City Hall, preserving the quick response times residents expect while maintaining the strong local presence our community values. In short, the organizational structure becomes stronger while the service residents receive remains familiar, focused, and close to home. Let's take a brief look at District 7 and how it strengthens Shenandoah's policing while keeping the community-focused service our residents expect. Deputies and staff assigned to Shenandoah will serve long-term, with no county-wide rotation. That stability helps them build local knowledge and strong relationships in our community. All our community-based programs like Vacation Watch and Citizens Academy will continue. The sheriff also brings added resources, including women's self-defense and RAD training, giving residents more safety options. By joining a larger operational network, Shenandoah gains shared crime intelligence, coordinated prevention strategies, and access to a dedicated training academy, providing a steady pipeline of well-trained deputies. We also gain capabilities a small department can't provide on its own: organized crime, SWAT, narcotics, and air support, just to name a few. Their live monitoring of traffic cameras is very impressive. Shenandoah keeps its local touch while gaining deeper resources, greater capability, and most importantly, expanded career opportunities for the officers who serve our community. Here's what's not changing. Residents will continue to be served by deputies and staff dedicated exclusively to Shenandoah. We expect many of our current officers will choose to stay, meaning the same familiarity, the same faces, and the same day-to-day consistency our community relies on. Our 2 square mile coverage area stays exactly the same. No expansion, no contraction, just the same focused policing inside Shenandoah city limits. Deputies will continue operating out of City Hall, preserving the local presence our residents are accustomed to. All of our well-known community programs remain in place: Vacation Watch, Citizens Academy, National Night Out, and the Montgomery County Safety Expo. None of these programs are going away. And most importantly, our same fast response times will be maintained, ensuring public safety service levels remain strong, reliable, and immediate. So even though the structure behind the scenes changes, the experience our community receives, the presence, the programs, and the responsiveness remains exactly what residents expect. What about our current officers? Most are expected to remain here. They'll be encouraged to join the new district, where their training, certifications, and experience will be fully recognized. They will move from TMRS to TCDRS, which offers a higher rate of return. Their service time will carry over for vesting, and they'll receive benefits from both systems when they retire. To support that change, there will be a 90-day period where officers remain city employees while their benefits move on to the county system. The message is simple: continuity and respect. Our officers' careers move forward, their benefits stay protected, and their service to Shenandoah is honored throughout the transition. This section highlights further savings gained by transitioning to the sheriff. Right now, departments like finance, administration, community development, and IT spend significant time supporting police operations. Under the new model, those functions become fully turnkey and handled by the sheriff's department. That shift frees up major capacity, letting staff focus on their core responsibilities and take on mission-critical projects that have been postponed due to limited bandwidth. Under administration, by reducing city staff by 50%, payroll and benefits processing are reduced significantly. Support for PD recruitment is eliminated, and this allows city staff to focus on core services and community programs. The sheriff will cover all council meetings and handle all public information officer functions, plus reduce legal exposure and oversight responsibilities. In finance, one line item replaces the complex police budget with a fixed multi-year contract that reduces budget volatility. Insurance costs decrease due to lower police risk. Staff efficiency improves as well: fewer assets to track and manage, lower risk of errors, and fewer agenda items. Moreover, added bandwidth lets them focus on major priorities like ERP replacement, enhanced reporting, and improved budgeting tools. We have major opportunities ahead in technology. With police technology and configuration work removed, IT staff can finally focus on strategic priorities. Today, nearly 70% of their time is spent fixing police equipment. Cybersecurity can improve as well, giving us opportunities to strengthen several key areas. Improving resident access and transparency, our digital services can advance with unified portals, chatbots, workflow automation, and open data dashboards. Plus, long-term modernization becomes possible through a new ERP, stronger disaster recovery, expanded automation, and data-driven modeling. Shenandoah's public safety costs are exploding, and the status quo crowd has one answer: raise your taxes. Even when presented with a model that delivers the same protection and the same response times at a lower cost, they refuse to even study it. Not adopt it, not commit to it, just take an honest look at the numbers. And still they say no. Why? Why are they so afraid to let you see the facts? What are they trying so hard to protect? Because it certainly isn't your wallet. The truth is simple. The safety stays the same. The service stays the same. The protection stays the same. The only difference is whether we keep pouring money into a system that's dragging our budget underwater. Fear of change isn't leadership. Ignoring the issue isn't leadership. And forcing taxpayers to pay more because that's how we've always done it is definitely not leadership. Shenandoah deserves better. We deserve accountability. We deserve solutions, not excuses. Instead of attending yet another Chamber of Commerce meeting to socialize, maybe it's time to look at the facts and do their jobs. It's time to protect taxpayers. It's time to move Shenandoah forward.